Hello, what up guys, how you doing? Here's Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 20 Ultimate Team Road to Glory, episode number 141. And in today's episode there is going to be one main goal, and that is to unlock ourselves the Headliner Orsic, because you know, that's about the only thing really left to do for me in terms of the season objectives and stuff. So that is exactly what we're going to aim to do today. If you do enjoy, do me a favour, hit me with a thumbs up button. That would be amazing. Let's go for 2,500 likes on this episode. Come on, hit me with a thumbs up. Thank you very much. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Click the notification bell. Become part of the Noti gang. And leave me a comment as well down below. So, that main team that you just saw on screen there, like I added Raul to it just so the team is complete. Like I'm not using that today. I'll show you in just a second the team that we are actually going to use. But some more stuff had sold from the clubs. We're up to 2,546,000 coins. But this right here is the team that we are going to attempt to use today, with of course a couple of changes, a couple of substitutions being made right at the start of the game. It means that I get to use a couple of different players that I don't normally try and use, like Bolaya, bring Lengley back in for a little bit, making sure that I use our Atal on full chemistry. Like Perisic is obviously vital because we need a Croatian striker. So this is how it will line up in game when we get into game. And I'll make two instant substitutions, which will be, I'll switch Atal to centre mid and I'll bring Tolisso off and we'll bring on Mendy. We love Mendy, don't we? And then we'll bring Kent on up front for Ben Yedder, just so that we've got like that OP striker up top with Perisic. And then, like, as the game goes on, like, we can always just bring Balassi on or something like that, as you know, as you can see there for Griezmann. So, all in all, I think that's a pretty solid team. Obviously, it's not quite a team of the year up front. It's not like a Messi up front that we have been using for objective stuff in the past. But what we have got here are just a few meta players or a few hopefully fun players that we can enjoy. So that's the plan. So I, of course, you know, just got my champs qualification progress ready and locked in so that we can have another buffer given to us on Thursday. And this is the first team I come up against in Div 5 Rivals. Crazy, right? It's a strong looking side. But hey, we'll give it a go. And if things aren't going well within the first few minutes, then maybe we'll just quit and move on. But I get very lucky with some dodgy bounces and I get into the box and actually score a goal with Perisic. And that's great. That's the perfect start because that is all we got to do now is win. And hey, we push down the line. Griezmann knocks it into Perisic again and I just knock it across and Ryan Kent scores. 7 minutes on the clock, basically 8 minutes on the clock. We are 2-0 up and we literally steal the ball off of him again. Go on a mazy run here with Ivan Perisic and I'm like, I could get a cross assist here, which is one of the things I need to do for the Orsic challenge. So we get across, it goes in off of Kent, and things are looking super rosy for game number 1. I then cross it in and score a goal, but it was offside from Perisic. It would have been nice to get another cross because I know we've got to win 5 games while scoring a goal with Croatians. That's going to be obviously a very difficult part, but something that other people have been saying is that it's difficult to also get the crosses. The cross assists is what you need in 4 separate crosses, I think it is. But we've already got definitely one of them. He does get a half-time, 45th minute cheese goal, but it is what it is. We're 3-1 up at half-time. And then you see a classic Lasty, terrible offside trap. Still don't know how to do them very well. Still did it absolutely terribly. Still cost me a goal. And then right at the end, I was 3-0 up against this guy. I thought things were going so well. And he already had an Orsic. He brought Orsic on. He just couldn't let me have the win. Which sucks, but you know, it is what it is. Fine. He ends up winning in the end. That particular goal doesn't make a single bit of difference. It was when he got the third goal that you know, obviously stopped me from winning. Yeah, annoyed was exactly how I started my first game of the day off, and then I just went into his club to check which version of Orsic he had, see if he was maybe trying to do a challenge as well. But no, he had the headliner one, so he'd already unlocked him, and just did not want to let me have the win. Great, cheers. So we move on. Not a very motivational start to the day, although we did get 1 out of 4 crosses done, so at least that is in the bag. And then this guy brought on a Team of the Year Mane right off the bat, and he was just too quick for David Luiz there. And I brought Edwin van der Sar out. Maybe I shouldn't have. I don't know. But it basically gifted Sadio a free goal against me. So I'm 1-0 down in my second match. And after being a little bit wound up from game number 1, motivation levels were starting to dwindle. I think if I lost this game, I would have not bothered. I'd have just given up on Orsic and been like, you know what? Screw this. It's just ridiculous. Too stressful. No way. However, fortunately, I literally kick off him. I run straight down the other end. Boulaya gets into the box. And that is a cross. That is a an RB cross. So a low cross ended up being tapped in by Ryan Kent. So that's 2 out of 4 for the crosses. And all the time that these players are scoring, I've got nothing. Like, all of my attackers are 4-star... weak foot or above. So that's the other part of the challenge for Orsic getting done in the background. We need 8 goals with players with 4-star weak foot. And as you can see, we ended up getting our Perisic goal there. Another cross happens. So this game was going really well. But hey, I was 3 goals up in the last game. I just need to be a little bit more clever about this. I need to see the game out. And that actually counted as a cross, you know, guys. That one actually did count. Even though it got rebounded off the goalkeeper and he scored the rebound, it still counted as a cross because when we come out of this game with a victory, with goals from Croatians, we managed to get the crosses part done. And I didn't think I'd done 4 of them. But yeah, I guess I have, right? Because we got 3 in that game. And yeah, so that's sort of like one of the other harder bits done. We're 7 out of 8 in terms of 4-star weak foot goals. And then at least we got our first win for the, you know, with the Croatians to get that underway. So that was definitely going to prove to be the most difficult part, was just making sure that I won games, but try and force the ball to the Croatians, because you don't want to come up against someone, score with someone else that isn't a Croatian, and then they quit, because that's a waste of time. So I also bought Rebic. I decided to go ahead and get him just because, you know, all I needed now was the Croatian wins, really. Like, I needed to score with the Croatians and win. So why not double my potential attacking chances by having 2 Croatians up there and not just forcing it to Perisic. So we bought a Rebic in form, 36,000 coins. Why not, right? We're super rich. We can make this a lot easier for ourselves. And as you can see here, I pushed down the line, 28 minutes on the clock. I hadn't been able to break the deadlock, so I just took a goal when it came. It turns out it was Boulaya that scored it, and there you go. He quits at 1-0. So that's pointless. That game doesn't do anything for us. We didn't get the goal with the Croatian to then go ahead and win it. So, yeah, we just move on. All we do there is gain skill rating or rank points or whatever, which is... you know, good for helping us get to rank 2, but all the skill rating is bad because it just pushes us back up, and you're more likely, of course, the higher you go to face the people that aren't doing objectives. So this next game, I go 1-0 up. Rebic gets a goal, and then I get equalised on, 16 minutes on the clock. So it didn't take him long to respond. But as long as we win this match, we have got our goal with a Croatian. Ryan Kent, who I'd brought on as well, and I think I took Rebic off, got me through little 1-2 with Perisic, and we were able to score the goal again. And because my opponent did full celebration and replays, I decided to hit him with the robot after scoring my second goal. But then we pinch the ball. We get the ball here with Perisic. He's in on goal. We strike it near post. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be 3-1. And then we carried on pushing. We weren't about to stop here. I've been a couple of goals up before. And there we go. We make it 4-1. And at half-time, we are absolutely dominating. I should win this match. And after that first game of the day, you know, the scare, the worrying part where he managed to come back at me, I was never going to let like a 3-goal lead slip again. I would go to my most defensive formation, make sure that no one scores extra goals against me, and of course try and score goals. You know, we ended up scoring a 5th goal there, but really just seeing games out. So, weak foot goals achieved, leaving us literally with just the clinical Croatian part to do. And we are 2 out of 5 on that. But from that game, we actually got a couple of we got a couple of things done. We got a League On, one of the teams done for League On because, of course, we scored with Balaya. And then we also got one for, I can't remember what it was. Was it maybe one for Rebic or a different player? I'm not sure. Maybe it was a Perisic one. It was the Bayern one. But we ended up having like a couple of little packs to open. Nothing amazing. Headliners were still out in packs at the time of recording this. It was just before. It was just like 4 p.m. when they all ended up going out of packs last night at 6 p.m. didn't they? So yeah, like they were still in packs, so of course I was going to open the packs up. And then it was only after that we realised, at 6 p.m. we got a splash screen for, well, it's just a purple splash screen at the moment, which if you remember last year, we pack a little David Luiz here, which is not bad from a 2-player pack. But people were suggesting, and we talked about this a couple of days ago, people were hoping and suggesting that Future Stars is coming. We got a purple splash screen last night. I guess we'll get more info on the splash screen again tonight. But it looks as though Future Stars is coming on Friday. That's great. That means that we'll probably keep our coins now and maybe not buy one of the icons or something for the weekend league. Or maybe we will still buy someone. But we'll probably end up trying to buy like a Future Stars player because some of them can be game-breakingly awesome and really fun to use. So hopefully we get some great ones. And if we do, it might give us a cool new way to hybridize our squad or something. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what we get in a few days' time. And you'll see later on in this video why it's very good that we've seen that the Future Stars is coming. But as you can see here, I ended up going like 3 and then 4-0 up against this guy, scoring goals for fun. Things were working out well for us in this one, and a 37-minute quit. That's brilliant. That's going to give me another one towards it. That's 3 out of 5 now we've done in terms of wins with Croatian goals scored. So we are just 2 wins away with Rebic or Perisic goals scored to actually completing this challenge. And I was like, oh, I'm coming up against someone who's doing the Serie A milestones. He's going for Politano. You don't have to win to get goals with Politano. He's going to let me get the win if I let him get goals. So obviously I needed to go 1-0 up first, but I couldn't do it. He ended up just bringing Mbappe and Messi and stuff on, and he clearly wasn't trying to get Serie A goals. So I'm flummoxed as to why he had his team as he had it, if I'm honest. But he went 2-0 up with Messi in that. But I knew that his team was still going to be fairly weak. There were still going to be holes that I could press. So I went constant pressure, 10 depth, and really threw it at him. And we earned ourselves a corner. And as you can see there, we picked the ball up and Rebic scores. So 51 minutes on the clock. I've got a goal back, baby. Let's keep going. I stayed on the pressure. Rebic knocks it into Griezmann. Griezmann just turns it back. Atal into Rebic. What a ball that is. Across to Perisic. And there's the equaliser. 57 minutes on the clock. We're going to get back into this, Griezmann holds that ball up well. Knocks it into Aouar, who just knocks it back to Griezmann. Oh, yes. We are going to go 3-2 up. It took 11 FIFA minutes from when we scored our first goal to turn this game around and win. And what is this? He's going to pause. He's going to quit. And that right there felt quite good. I knew that I could come back against that guy. His team wasn't as strong, even though he had Messi and Mbappe up front. Like, I knew that I just needed to bombard his defence, and that's exactly what worked for us. Sometimes going constant pressure, like just absolutely bombarding people is the way to go, even if they've got quite good attackers with the potential to score on you on the counter. So one more win to go then, and hopefully this is going to be our final opponent that we come up against. Very below average squad for this stage of FIFA, but hey, you never know when someone's new to the game or something. But I did see afterwards that this guy was a FUT founder, and I was really impressed with like his pass accuracy and general just play of this game. I went 1-0 up and I got my goal. It's actually Perisic that scored, so we're good. All we've got to do is win this match and we should have Orsic. But I was really impressed with my opponent's ability to pass the ball around and hold it and actually really pressure me in my final third, especially in the second half, because as you can see here, things are kind of going great for us. Rebic knocks it through to, or maybe it's Perisic, I'm not sure who it was. I think Rebic knocks it back in, and yeah, he gets the goal there after a nice little pass back from Ryan Kent. So we're 3-0 up, 30 minutes on the clock, and at half-time the stats look like this. And then at full time, the stats just kind of looked like this. You know, it was still 3-0. I hadn't managed to do anything in the second half. My opponent, with his 91% pass accuracy, was really trying to get shots on goal. Luckily, I was blocking and defending against most of it. So we held out. And you know what, guys? You know what that's going to give us? It's going to give us our 4 out of 4 for Headliners Orsic. We will take it. Clinical Croatian. I've been waiting to see that little present and the green tick next to it all week. Finally, we got it. We've completed him. It really wasn't that difficult in the end. It genuinely took me a couple of hours to do. So, yeah, absolutely perfect. Buzzing for that in the end. And people are saying some pretty meh things about him, like he's not all that. But I did just want to get him because obviously it's a live item. There's potential for him to get increased going down in future. So... And of course, he does have pretty mad stats. He might be a really good super sub. And I think he'll probably get a spot on my bench to be a super sub. Or depending on what players come out with future stars or whatever the promo is. Who knows if we can work ways around to get someone like him or Ryan Kent into the starting 11 just to begin with. So yeah. So I sell Rebic, literally selling for the same price as we bought him. So lose a little bit on tax, but hey, he was very helpful. He helped us spread our play out a little bit and have 2 strikers up front. It doubled our chances of scoring goals with Croatians in game. So there you go. Orsic makes his way to the bench. Obviously, this is not our full squad, but we can stick him on the bench in the main team as well. So then I went and did something, and obviously this is before 6 o'clock because these SBCs ran out at 6. I decided to dump coins into... I went out and bought this 11 players 20 times, right? So I spent probably getting close to around 200,000 coins here to get 20 81 plus double upgrade SBCs. So what we should be getting from that out of about, let's call it 200k. I don't think it's quite 200k because we've got 2.365. I think we had less than 2.5 or just over 2.5. But yeah, call it a couple of 100,000 coins. What we've got is 20 chances, or let's say 40 chances really, haven't we? Because each pack has got 2 players in it, both above 81 rated, and I will save them until the promo players are out, and hope that we can get something from that. Otherwise, it will be a little bit of a waste. But I'm sure we'll get some good fodder, probably get some walkouts, and let's hope we can get a special card, because obviously Headliners wasn't super kind to us. We've ended up getting Tammy Abraham, and of course we've unlocked Orsic today, but other than that, we weren't able to pack one. But I'm hopeful for the next promo. And if it is Future Stars, that was pretty much everyone's favourite promo last year. So I hope they go big. I hope we see like crazy Haalands and I don't know what else, like other crazy players that we could potentially bring into the squad. Maybe some players that would somehow link to like Acuna or Balassi, or do you know some of the cool players that we've got? It would be nice to maybe feature them in the starting 11 as well. But yeah, guys, we'll find out a little bit more about that later on in the week. I don't really know what to do for tomorrow's episode because I don't want to open my rewards. Now that I know we've got something coming, I'm not going to open my packs. I'm going to wait until at least Friday night. So the next couple of days worth of uploads, I'm not really sure what we'll do. But perhaps we'll have a little look around the club and figure some stuff out, adjust our custom tactics, maybe bring someone in. If there's a good icon up for a decent price or something, maybe we'll bring someone in that we could then link again when the next promo comes out. If there are some cool players that we could add to our squad, and I guess was potentially, obviously we need to get some more rivals rank points as well, so I guess there's some things to do. But yeah, we're really now waiting for Friday night to come around for the new promo to drop, and that should be exciting times. But guys, do me a favor at the end of this episode, hit me with a thumbs up button. Like I said, if we can get 2,500 likes, you'll make your boy very, very happy. Come follow me on Twitter and Instagram, the links are down below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Most importantly, after all is said and done, I hope you out there have an absolutely wonderful day. Take it easy, and I'll catch you tomorrow with another episode. Oh, if you're still here, I uploaded a Squad Builder Showdown last night. Make sure you go and check it out. It's a special video for the channel, so yeah, go and check that out as well. Peace.